best in anime and Japanese gaming.
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
Do it! Just do it! Just do it! Make your dreams come true! Just do it! Nothing is impossible! You're not gonna stop this! No! What are you waiting for? Do it! Just do it! Yes, you can! Just do it!
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
Buckle up, because it's starting now. I didn't have mic. Ha ha! Ha ha! Yokoso otakus! As you can see, the screen's different. Where's chat at? There's chat there. Green Slade Gaming, welcome in. Welcome everybody in. Well, we're going to start off stream a little different today. We are going to play some more Shujinkou, which is one of my new favorite games of all time. But what I wanted to talk about was something related to the game. I watched an interview today with Julian Rice, the guy who gave me the game, the guy I've been talking to, the developer of this beautiful game, the lead of this project. And he was kind of talking about, I think it was framed as like from Kickstarter failure to indie success or something like that. Kind of interesting topic. But anyway, I went and listened to an hour-long interview, which you guys should totally check out on an indie business channel. I should have actually prepared the link for that. I'll put it in the description later. But anyway, I found out some very interesting stuff about the game and about its development path and everything like that. And I took some notes, which is weird that I did that, but I thought that I would do that. So I just wanted to kind of talk about a couple things here. And this is like unprovoked. I'll just say that. Like I'm really into this game, and so this was just something I thought would be kind of interesting to talk about at the beginning of stream and to address this stuff. So Julian formed Rice Games in 2018, and some of this stuff's off memory, so hopefully I'm super accurate with this. But he started the game company when he was still in college at UCLA as a software developer. And if I remember right, he double majored software engineer and Japanese. And he's definitely extremely high-level Japanese, living in Tokyo now. And it was originally conceived, I guess, as there's like a play on the words for the main title. So it's Shujinkou. And unless I was understanding it incorrectly, his plan was Shuji and Ko, like, and Suji, like the character, and then and company. which I actually thought was kind of clever. I like that. So they worked on it for 6.5 years before its release, and he had about 20 people over 7 different time zones working on the game, which was kind of a crazy thing to think about doing. And one of the things that I wanted to talk about first, though, and why I have this video here popped up is this is from Rice Games Inc., the YouTube channel. You should go subscribe to it. But I hope they don't mind me doing this. I just thought this was kind of interesting. This is from 6 years ago. So 6 years ago, they were at the Tokyo Game Show. So this is like super early into the game. And I want you guys to tell me if you can notice anything a little different about what you're going to see in the game. So I'm going to play through some of this here.
Game all about?
Oh, sorry, I didn't have
So
audio.
this is Shujinkou. It's a Japanese language learning JRPG.
All right, tell me if you notice
so for
anything
people who
different.
don't
This
know
is actually
Japanese,
really
By
interesting.
playing this game, you'll be able to learn all sorts of Japanese, ranging from hiragana, katakana, kanji, adjectives, verbs, intonation, everything you can imagine. It's broken down into various mini games so that the gameplay stays fresh. But we're also not like losing out on the story. We're focusing on making the story amazing. For those who like games like Persona, Fire Emblem, Shin Megami Tensei, that's where we draw influence from. If you take a look at our art, you could probably tell too.
Okay. So I just wanted to play just that short little brief clip of that. As you can tell, the game was actually originally designed as a side scroller. And while a lot of this art is very similar to the art that we have currently, I do feel like there's been quite a level of polish that has gone onto it. Yes, you were right, Greensight. It was a side scroller, dude. I was like really shocked at that. I was like, wait, what? So I have an interesting story that goes along with that. And this is not in order of how the interview was talked about. But one of the things that he said was he had come up with this really amazing, great idea. He knows this whole story about everything that's going on in this world that he's created in this game. And it seemed like the media that he definitely wanted to go after was a video game. He wanted it to be a video game, but he wasn't entirely glued to the fact of the genre of the game. And so it started off as a side scroller, and then now it's turned into a DRPG, which is much more in line with some of those classics that he mentioned before, at least in style and substance and stuff. I'll talk about some of the inspiration he mentioned earlier as well. Well, I lost track of what I was saying. Leave it to me. I'm terrible with that. So let's see. Let's see if I can pick up where I was at here. Originally side scroller. Oh yes, that's where I was going with this. I actually have something I'm going to show you guys that's very interesting that you may not know about me. And but before we get to that, I'll say, so one of the things that he mentioned about it being a side scroller and why it was a side scroller is because all the tutorials online, like if you were trying to get into indie gaming and you didn't know anything about making a game, you know, it's really common. Everyone has done this at some point that's been into this. They go on YouTube and they look up tutorials. They got to find out what what people are saying, get some guidance, get some teaching, learn your legs, get to understand it. And the really interesting thing is at this time period, and even 11 years ago, which we'll talk about in a minute, all the tutorials were like side scrollers. Everything was side scroller. How to make a side scroller was probably one of the most prevalent game dev genres, I guess, on YouTube, you could say. And that's actually, he said that's why he kind of ended up landing it that way. So I find it unique because 11 years ago, I was making video games myself. Now, I was not making video games to make video games. I was an aspiring sound designer, and I wanted to learn how to do sound design. And I had gone to college for sound design. I had got this, audio engineering degree under my belt, and I was going out in the world trying to get game developers to hire me to work for them. And I was really struggling. I needed to have a good portfolio, and it needed to be something interesting and unique. And so I learned Unity, and I built these small games, which were not ever fully realized. But I built like probably about 5 or 6 different types of video games. And the big one that I did was very side scrollery and that was actually the first one I got really into because of the same reason, because that's what all the tutorials were. It was the easiest thing to find, the easiest way, the best, most robust information you could get was on side scrollers and physics and how enemies damages work. And it was actually a really great way to learn so many of the basic tools for Unity and the workflow for Unity and everything like that. And so what I'm just going to show here for a quick second is this little game that I had worked on for a while. Now, keep in mind, I did all of the art, I did all of the programming, I did all the sound design and stuff, although I don't know that this demo has sound in it. And yeah, so I just made this this is the very first game I ever made. And it was like a detective game. It was supposed to be kind of a creepy, weird mystery. And I never really saw much more than making this 3D, 2D world in this house with this character. And then there's an intro sequence where he's kind of stuck out in the snow and stuff. It was kind of a weird dream. It was a weird game about like dreams and all this stuff like that. But I had a good chuckle myself when he said, the reason why he had kind of picked that was because that was what the most information for that type of game was at for aspiring developers at the time. So yeah, this is just a little piece of the game that I made. Yeah, it was terrible. It was pretty much unplayable. I made a number of other things too that I had posted. I made one's kind of a sound design reel, but this one I worked on for the sound design, so never mind there. But we won't go over all that. But anyway, I just thought that was really interesting. And yeah, so that was that. That's that part of that. So it was originally a platform prototype that was shown. He wanted to get people's opinions and thoughts. He's taking a dump. I know he went to that horrible bathroom with the sludge in it. I made there was that picture too that had the bubbles in the background, and when you interacted with it, I actually made a joke about feedback that I received on the painting from my best friend. I liked game dev was really fun, but my whole purpose was just to make something that you could kind of interact with that would play like sounds, and I used middleware software, which was kind of the main whole point of it, was to use middleware software and show that I had proficiency in using the software and then also coding it into the game itself. And it actually had a lot of attention. I had one of the guys that worked on the Halo game franchise was actually extremely interested and kind of took me as a mentee for a little bit of time, which is probably one of the coolest things I've ever done in my life. And it was pretty amazing having really important people like the lead sound designer, the head of the sound design team for some of the Call of Duty games for a number of years. He was also someone that paid attention to my products and my projects and stuff like that. I'm not bragging. It was just something really interesting. Obviously, none of that ended up panning out into anything at all, but it was a very interesting time in my life, and I enjoyed that a lot. Let's see. So going back here, as a platformer, Julian put the Kickstarter out, and it unfortunately failed. It did not get enough people signed up behind it, and so that, I think, if I understood it right, was kind of about the time that he decided to move into a different genre, something more akin or closer to the things that he was really into. And after he graduated, he got a job at a Japanese company doing software engineering, and he started taking the extra money that he was making and putting it towards game development. One thing that I didn't mention before, is earlier when he was going to college, he was hiring a lot of contract workers to help him with different assets of the game. And so he was working part-time to get money to do that. And so he was not only doing a pretty rough, tough software engineering course, but he was also working part-time on top of it to work on this little project of his, which is just outstanding. That requires a lot of discipline. And that was all at the age of 22 from my notes here. So unfortunately, and this goes into a little bit of what we saw when we first started playing the game, at that time, around the time frame that I'm talking about now, his mother, unfortunately, was diagnosed with cancer. And so on top of the addition of working on the game and going to school and working part-time, he was also doing a little bit of caretaking with his mother. And he really wanted her to see the game be released. And unfortunately, the game took a little longer to be released and was not able to be done before his mother passed. And that's why we have that beautiful beginning to the game that we watched for the first couple streams that we did, which was some interesting backstory on that, but also pretty sad. About 20 people worked on the project in total on the dev team, all contract workers. And let's see. So going into the inspiration stuff I was telling you guys about, one of my favorite games, and actually I think I have them on Steam. So the Dungeon Crawler. So the Dungeon Crawler is based off of this game series, which is one of my favorite dungeon crawlers as well. And I never know how to say them correctly, but it's the Train Odyssey series. I haven't got to play these on the PC since I bought them, which is really unfortunate. But I did play them on the DS when they were new and coming out, and I did thoroughly enjoy them. I look forward to playing them on the PC when I have time to do that. So that's where the dungeon crawling aspect came from, as inspiration from A Train Odyssey. The characters in a part were kind of based off of the beautiful and excellent characters that you see in Fire Emblem Awakening, which is pretty based, honestly. And then this is my favorite part. So not only is the inspiration game for this awesome, but I think it really shows why the dialogue is so awesome in this game. And it's because he says that the dialogue was inspired after Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, which I'm pretty sure you're familiar with that one, Green Slate. Most people are. It is an absolute masterpiece of a game, and I fully agree with him that it is really good. Let's see. So one of the reasons why he decided to use RPG mechanics for a game that is language learning based makes a lot of sense. You are. Green Slate says he is. One of the things, oh shoot, I totally lost track of what I was saying. I got off track really quick. Where is that in my notes? Oh, the reason why the repetition, or the reason why RPGs were chosen was for the same reason, a lot of times, thank you, babe, that a lot of this genre is used. So he decided that RPGs would be great because where to put my food. Because of the repetitious nature of RPGs. You're used to grinding, you're used to seeing kind of the same things over and over again, and that lends really well, as me and Greenslade both know, with language learning. Repetition is a really huge part of it. And RPGs are used very well for that kind of game like that. And I think that Shujinkou offers some really interesting things that I've been personally enjoying a lot. I'm trying to get my battery in my controller. So I thought that was kind of an interesting take. And let's see. So I think I must have missed a bunch of notes here because it goes from one thing to a totally different thing. So Julian was originally mostly a console player, which is why they focused on consoles and console releases for the game. He had a really interesting story talking about trying to get a development kit from Nintendo. And he was saying that basically he applied 3 different times for a Nintendo dev kit, and they rejected him. And he ended up doing an event, an indie event that Nintendo had sponsored, and through that, he had a contact. He reached out to that contact and said, hey, I need a dev kit. I'm not telling this nearly as well as him. So like I said, when I link the interview later, you guys should totally check it out, because I actually found it to be really motivating. Like, even though I'm just a creator making videos and experiencing this game, like as a player, just enjoying it and having fun and showing that, it was very inspirational. It made me just like really, I don't know, feel a good way about the game. And yeah, so anyway, so he's trying to get the dev kit from Nintendo, reached out to this contact, and through them was able to get to some kind of higher level management people that he was able to talk with. And the first thing that they wanted to know, is what games have you put out? Tell us the work you've done and stuff. And he was like, well, I've been working on this game. And they were pretty hesitant on it. And by the time the conversation was over, I guess he had convinced these guys that, his passion and his interest in the game and making a game. This was a Japanese Nintendo, by the way. You do not need to blow the door open like that, child. That's not a normal way to open a door, kid. Might as well yelled FBI open up before you did that. Yeah, haha. And yeah, so he was able to, be like, hey, we got this. I'm wanting more people to experience and learn about Japan and the Japanese language, and the Switch would just be such an amazing fit for this because you could write on it and it would really help with your writing. And I guess all that kind of shone through, and he was able to get a dev kit after that. One of the interesting things I looked up, because I was really curious about this myself, is how hard it is to get a dev kit. And apparently everything that you'll find online everywhere literally says, if you want a dev kit from Nintendo and you haven't published a game before, don't even try. It just won't happen. You'll never get a kit. And so it was pretty cool that he went above and beyond and was able to make that happen. I don't know why I always sound like I'm just like trying to hype all this up, but it's just cool stuff to me. I find it really interesting. One of the other things that I found incredibly interesting, and it makes me really curious about how the future of all this is going to develop, sounds like this is planned to be a trilogy. And so there's going to be 3 games in total. And as I understand it as well, there might be some other kind of smaller bite-size side games and stuff like that. Maybe a mobile game, possibly, at some time in the future. I haven't had a chance to ask Julian about that. I'm just kind of going off my notes from what I saw in the interview. And yeah, that's kind of it. There was some other stuff that happens in the interview too that's very, very interesting, but I don't need to cover all that. I just thought I'd cover some of the points that I found to be really interesting to talk about before we get into the stream today. So I want to thank everybody for coming in, and we will get the game started here. Green Slate, if you're still around, I'm wondering... Brave Junction. How far are you in Brave Junction? Have you put some time into it? I've been kind of hooked on it. Okay. Oops, I was getting the game started. But I also want that. Oh, shoot. I also want to do this. Okay. Hopefully the game volume's a little bit better today. I did feel like the audio was kind of super loud last time. And so I've reduced it a little bit. I really want to know who this Fox character is and this purple-haired character is, too. Oh shoot, we're almost out of furikake. I forgot. I needed to buy more of that. Shame on me. Shujinkou. All right. So we left off. We made it to we finished the first dungeon. And we made it into the second town. And so we had kind of explored the town. There was a little bit of a festival going on last time we watched. All right. Trying to think where we're at from here. One thing I want to say, though, I was watching the stream. I was playing it in the background at work today. And wow. The music is quite good. Oh, okay. The Mokobukia. I was trying to go here, and, like, I couldn't... Like, I didn't understand, like, where it was. But we're supposed to have some new stuff here that I wanted to check out. We do have a little bit of money, which is great. This bit here. All right, I'm trying to eat a little bit, too. I'm hungry. My new diet! I have such little food now. All right. We got katana, fish scale katana. Holy cow, that's huge. And then we can pick our guy here. Yeah, I'll go up 9. Shoe there. This one has a lot of intelligence and agility. But not so much, or physical attack actually. Now, we'll get this for right now. Pretty expensive, but nope. Let's see. Buy red katana and equipped on Shu. Yes, Shu. See Shu, Shujin, and Cole. Or Shujinkou. I can't remember what it was. Okay, so yes. The enduring katana. The enduring katana sounds so cool. I don't know if I want to get rid of that. Okay, then we got the spirits. So, do we have any good upgrades from a boy? No, not really. That's unfortunate. And then we're back at the battlefield here. Let's see. Mint scented gel recovers 10% at the end of each turn in battle. I'm sure that could be helpful. Oh, katana. I'm like, katana? That's so funny. Individually, I'm like, huh? Very cool, Green Slide. GG. I know that's like my first time. It really is hard though, dude. The text is tiny. I was doing a little bit of practice today. I found this website I've never seen before, and it had what they call Japanese preschool. And you can like learn hiragana, like go over hiragana, and then there's like little I don't know how to put it. Very interesting site. It's called like Uzame or Uza. I can't remember what it is. Uzasame. I don't know. I'll have to find it again. All right, this stuff here causes to retreat and rejuvenate oneself. I kind of like that. Can we get a couple of those? Like maybe 4 of them? Yeah, we need even numbers. And oh yeah, we have 10 of these, or we have 7, but let's get another 3 to make it 10. That way we can zip back. Okay, forging is actually where we got our coolest stuff. I really want to make this kabuto, the oracle. Okay, so we got that one, we've done that one. Can't really, we can make some of these, but I don't really think they're much enough. Yeah, not really getting impressed by those. Armor, we just don't have enough. We need more lizard scales and snack scales. No step on snack. No, we will step on snack. Okay. I don't know why I was having such a hard time following that before. Do we have... Yoku. Oh, Yoku. View your quest by selecting the Yoku menu. You can only have 12 active Yoku. Yeah, that's what Julian told us last time. Right? I think Rice Games. Select a specific Yoku will show you the name of the Yoku, an image of the requester, the expiration date, and the location of the quest. You can also see what type it is. You can sort and filter. Press LB or RB to filter. Select an inactive Yoku to sign up for it, and select an active to drop it if you need. Okay. Ginger snaps. Ginger snaps. One thing I totally forgot to mention today. So, you guys saw that I had Yakuza 0 earlier. That was a thing, right? But today, I got Yakuza Kiwami. Yakuza Kiwami. And Yakuza Kiwami 2. They all came out. I'm brokenhearted because they're all game key cards, which means that they're pretty much absolutely nothing, and there's nothing in the cases. But I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna collect them all physically because I love Yakuza. I could literally start a whole second channel where all I do is play Yakuza. Oh yeah, fish. We need ginger for the fish. Is that it? Is that all we have? Weird. I guess we'll go fish. I wanted to fish really bad anyway, so we'll just do that. Greenslade, how's your day been? I said leave. Oh, we can't leave. What did we not miss? Did we miss something? I wonder what sort of knickknacks will be sold at this stand. Stuff like paper fans and Tengu or Oni masks. Maybe even... I guess we hadn't explored everything. Shouldn't be drawing my fortunes right now. I want to draw fortunes! I did it in the Yakuza game, where they roll the little thing and the marbles come out. And you want to get the good colored marbles. You had a good day? You can't complain? Wonderful. I had kind of a wild day today. It's normally not this packed. A lot of people are in town for the festival right now. All I've heard anyone talk about since we got here. All right, thanks. That makes sense. There are decorations everywhere too. Okay. The Akaoni Festival. Of course, I'm going to that. I'm gonna buy all sorts of food and drink. Then I'll buy all kinds of souvenirs and play all the street games. I know I'm a grown man, but there are many things out there just begging to belong to me. This guy is another. I don't know about him. All my kids are so excited for festival times. They want to eat everything they see, play every game, and it's utter mayhem at times. That sounds about right. I usually slip away from the situation. Rude! You shirk your fatherly duties? I don't know how my wife handles it. Dude! Well, she handles it a lot worse without you there. Shiroto's right. These lampstones are really beautiful creations. Genya Kaiko is quite a good-looking town and somewhat upscale. I can definitely see why it's such a popular tourist destination. Toshiro squints at the lantern. What? No. It's not allowed. Okay. Lol. What are you lolling at? I get distracted. I think I can make out a tiny bit of light coming from this lantern. Either someone doesn't like this one's light off all the way, or they keep them really dim during the day. These things are scattered all over town. Bet they'll look really nice all lit up. For sure. Can't wait to see the town at night. Genya Kaiko might be more upscale than Himamura, but the homes are still made the same. So, I don't know if you guys noticed too, but in that video that I showed from 6 years ago, the architecture and stuff was like, the framework was in place for it, but like they've definitely enhanced it since then. I was kind of shocked when I saw that. I'm not gonna lie, like I just ran into that video. I'm like, oh, this is when he was at Tokyo Game Show. Let's see that. And it was like, Nani? like, from my perspective, I see a question or an exclamation point. From my perspective, I can't imagine this game as anything other than what it is. Yet, oh, it's her. She wants the ginger stuff. This shoga is perfect. These fish are about to eat good tonight. So are we. We're glad we could help. Oh, we had it, but we didn't give it to her on the last stream. Seriously, I owe you big time. I like her character design a lot. Like a lot. I really like the characters in this game, though. I have other bait I could use, but I'd be out there for hours waiting for something to bite. Sometimes I wish I had someone to come out with me on big catch days. Maybe you could take Toshiro. I hear he's a great fisherman. We'll see who has the last laugh when I catch a fish bigger than your head. You're always welcome to join me. I could use the extra hands. Think you can handle something like that? There's nothing I can't handle. I have to warn you, things can get a bit slippery. Is that okay? It's never been a problem before. What's happening? I don't know, but I feel very uncomfortable. Oh, we're just having a little fun. Don't get your underwear in a bunch. He nudges you on the side. I left you guys a reward back at the Yoku board, so, Yoku board. So please pick it up as soon as you can. I hear it's a good one. You fulfilled ginger snaps. Okay, so we return to the board to get our reward. Turn to the board to get your reward. No, she's looking a different way. Where's that board at? Now I'm never gonna find the board again. Let's all find the board. Where the heck is the board? Searching all around for the board. Obviously missing how to cross the bridge again, also. Here we go. Ah, there's the board right there. It's a snake. It would have bit me. All right, we'll turn this in. You have completed ginger snaps. Great job. Oh, snap. We get a bunch of XP from that, too, though. Ooh-wee, Rick. Cool. That's actually pretty dope. Damn, just got a typo. That was great. Well, now what are we gonna do? See any more exclamation points? Bridges are kind of hard to find. Weird. I guess we'll just keep talking to everybody. Jeez, why is everyone so animated lately? Oh yeah, it's that time of year, isn't it? No wonder they're so upbeat. Ugh, so annoying. Rude. The entire place has such a glow to it right now, don't you think? It's like everyone's happiness is lighting up the streets. Doesn't even matter what time it is. Such a lovely atmosphere. It feels like I'm floating. Well, yeah, I don't know if I said this either. So one of the things that I have not made commentary on while playing this game that I am so wrong to not is music is like goated in this. It's like really goated. But I'm not gonna lie. I think that why I say that is like the music is literally so fitting that it just kind of blends in with everything else, which is not a bad thing. That's a very good thing. I go to the festival every year. My favorite part is seeing the Tengu. I think the costume just gets better and better. I bet soon it'll look almost real. Yonezawa merrily snacks on something. I think I gotta give the festival my seal of approval. This festival's food is to die for. Oh, die. I never expected to meet Shu the samurai, like, ever. This is so amazing. I wonder if this means Hina will get to meet Fuku-kun one day, too. Oh, but maybe I shouldn't be too excited about being here. After all, you're here because something bad is happening in Kenya. once. It sounds really scary. Don't worry, the guys and I will do everything in our power to get to this. Yeah, so turn that frown upside down. Try not to worry about it. We got this. You know what? I meant to see, are we live on the other? Live on Now we are. Where before? I don't even know. So weird. It says one view. Anyway. Oh, Toshiro! Kotsugi, what's up? Not too much, trying to keep afloat with all these people around. How do you two know each other? Toshiro actually saved me here from a couple of bully fishermen. There were two of them giving me a hard time, and Toshiro came up and told them to buzz off. Tyler says, I just got done with my D&D session 0. How's it going, Dre? It's going good. What kind of D&D campaign are you getting up into? Tyler? You got that game key I sent you too, right, Zyler? You received that? I don't remember if you replied to it or not. I know, Zyler comes in, I just bash him with questions. My. There's so many new faces in the city right now. It's invigorating. Is that odd? Some of my friends hate when the festival is happening. But I like to see everyone enjoy themselves. Okay. Cool story, bro. I just don't know. Can we go to the Ryokan? Ryan's really well kept. It's spotless, just like the rest of the Ryokan. Ryokan main menu. Sometimes you find your party is low on Teriyaki. I can't say that one. And Marioku. When this is the case, head over to Ryokan. For a small fee, you can choose to rest in order to fully recover your TR and MR. Yeah, I just remember them as TR and MR. I'm an idiot. Resting costs Jin, the amount of which is determined by a combination of whether it is a weekday or a weekend, as well as the level of the highest level hero in the party. The higher the level, the more it will cost to rest. Wow, that's based. That's based. I love scalable systems. You ain't lying. This music is very nice. Dude, this music slaps. Like, I don't know why I wasn't paying as much attention to it. When it was playing in the back while I was working, I was like, I love this. I'm gonna buy the soundtrack. Too good. I'm pretty sure there's a DLC for the soundtrack. It's gonna be my study jam. Alright, resting costs Jin, the amount of which is determined. Oh no, I read that. Yeah, here we go. This is what we gotta do. Wait. Why is there a woman in the onsen with me? So if I remember right, I was reading so this isn't a weird thing. You got the code, but you forget where you put it in Steam codes again. Well, Steam, if you open it on the PC, there's a little button in the very, very bottom left-hand corner when you're looking at your library. Here, actually, I can show you. It's right here. Add game. Add a game. Boop. Way down here. And then you want to go activate a product on Steam. And then you put it in. That sounded weird. Me and Bree were looking up to see if they had any onsens or sentos that were same-sex, because Bree was very uncomfortable about going into an onsen or a sento for the first time and wanted to go into one with me. I did quite a bit of research, and I found that the history unless I'm misremembering, but I remember right, the history goes back pretty far where they had separated males and females. Males and females have been separated in the bathhouse for a very, 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 very long time. With some deviancy, of course. You know, you can't generalize and say every single thing in every single place in every single city in the entire country was one way. That wouldn't be fair to say. But mostly it was true. There's private onsens that you can rent, and if I recall right, when we went to the Kinosaki Onsen town, my best friend might have done that, I think, with his wife. Me and Bree were going to do that too, but it was already a really expensive. The onsen town was very, very, very expensive. A wonderful experience. I don't regret even a second of it. Top tier, one of the coolest things in my life, but just very expensive. The onsen will become accessible at a later point in the story. No! It is an important place for Shu and others to rest and relax. Yes, it is. I want to go. You can also talk to Chiyo and keep up to date about her ryokan and the civilians of the Genya Kaiko. Weird to talk to the proprietor. I don't know. That seems weird to me. But anyway, Chiyo's drinks. Check out Chiyo's drinks as you progress through the story to see special tea and other drinks that provide important benefits in battle. Many of these drinks nullify ailments that Akuma and other enemies are able to inflict on our heroes. What? What? Prevent you from being poisoned by wild animals. What? Most of the special drinks cannot be found elsewhere. Well, I would imagine so. They seem based. Okay, let's look at her drinks. No, it says onsen right there. We just have to pay 1 fat gold. That's so expensive, but we're doing it. Oh, no, she's still preparing the special drinks. I cannot use the onsen right now. You're teasing me. Hope all of you come to stay at the Ryokan sometime in the near future. I'm sure we'll be visiting as often as we can. This place is really nice. Quite the step up from our place in Himamura. Ah, come on, bro. It's not all that bad. Yes, it is. Your clothes and weapons lying all over the place. Hey, what about your papers and brushes? I can't get that last ink stain out of my favorite shirt from when you hee. Jo's hands cover her mouth as she giggles, her shoulders gently shaking from laughter. She's really funny. The two of you are quite funny. Okay. Well, I don't even think we're injured right now. No, we're all be a waste. You got it. There you go, Zyler. Wonderful. Good to hear, bro. Good to hear. The festival stage. Toshiro eyes the festival stage. This is a pretty big stage, so this is where it all goes down, huh? Yep, this is where the play will be held. A battle between the Akaoni and Tengu. Your system is shocked. Dude, it's a really good remaster. Especially if you're a fan of the original. It's really, really good. The System Shock games, well, has nothing to do with this channel. They're actually one of my favorite old school cool games. They were revolutionary at the time. Back in the old school, old PC days. Literally mind-blowing stuff. Well, we got some time before then. Why don't you get up on stage and give us a demonstration? do a little jig. Should I show off my sword skills? Nah, sword skills are gonna be way better than a jig. I see this. Hell yeah! Bet you'd look a lot cooler than the Akaoni and the Tengu up on stage. Be that as it may, I'm gonna have to say no to that. I'm not the type to grandstand. Oh, come on, man! Have a little fun. Ah, you're no fun. Toshiro. I think I'm Toshiro. I think secretly I'm Toshiro. Oh, you got some daishi. Dashi, not daishi. I don't know what daishi is. Probably a made-up word. Is the volume a little bit more balanced today, do you guys think? I don't want to, like... Tell me if the game volume's too low, though, because we want you all to be able to listen to the beautifulness of this. Oh, this is a giant piece of fish. I've been eating bones. Hey, Kuniko. Daisuke, my man, how's it going? Oh, where's Shinako? Not with you this time? Oh, it's still a little loud, huh? Okay, we'll knock it down one more little peg. That should be better. Let me know if that's inappropriately or not. But it was really loud last time, so I want to make sure it's balanced better. I like when you guys can hear me, but I also like when you guys can hear the music. Oh no, not right now. Oh, I gotta click on the game. It's just, she almost always comes with... Yeah, not this time. Oh, spending lots of time with Sunako. Daisuke, you have a girlfriend? Why didn't you tell us? I'm not, she's not mine, but we're not. Daisuke's eyes widen a little, his face flushed with embarrassment. Cover's blown, Daisuke, don't even try. We'll see right through you, big bro. I don't know what you mean. Well, it's a bit of a relief, to be honest. Is that Ibasu? I don't know if I'm reading it right. Well, it's a bit of relief, to be honest. If Sunako had come, I'd be out of stock within minutes. That girl can eat. It's Admiral. Oh, hold on a second. Are you Shu? Oh, I love these. This art is awesome. His artists absolutely rock. Hello. Yes, it's a pleasure to meet you. I've always wanted to meet you. You're a celebrity around here. You know that? Kunihiko grins excitedly at Shu like a child meeting their idol. Sure, some folks are a little peeved about the whole retirement thing, but I say to hell with them. You go do whatever you want. You're the goddamn protector of Genya. You earned it. Thanks. Oh man. I can't believe I'm meeting Shu. You're the best warrior of our generation. The glaze is real. Glaze! That's what the word I was... That's funny. This is good writing. That's the word I was trying to use earlier. That was the word I was trying to think of. I said, it always seems like I'm glazing this game or like I'm glazing Julian or whatever. But, like, I legitimately just like this stuff. I just like this. Like, it literally, if I would have bought this on my own, I would be having the same excitement about it all. Like, I have excitement for this fish. Premix, the best salmon. So good. Hey, whatever you guys need, please have some sushi and replenish yourselves. Glaze, no, not that. Please don't go there. No, not like a weird way. It's just like, it's the best word to describe that kind of stuff. Like, I'm just like, I'm hyping this. Like, hype was the word I ended up using, but that's, glaze fits it so much better. Alright, we got Sugi up here. Sorry, I wasn't reading. I'm like eating, but I like also want to progress. Hello, Kunihiko. Kunihiko, can I ask you something that may sound strange? A man's shoe? Anything. Have you noticed any Akuma? Any monsters around here? Anything unusual at all? Wait, monsters? Like Oni and Tengu? More like demons or ogres. Oh, you're serious. I can't say I have. Kunihiko eyes the two katana on Shu's belt. I guess there's something going on, huh? We've seen evidence of demons invading Genya. We're trying to find out more and eliminate them. For the protector of Genya, I want to do what I can to help whatever mission you're on. I'll have to charge a small fee, of course. Business is business, you know. But I'll do my best to produce as much as possible so you can stay sated on your path ahead. To produce as much as possible so you can... Okay, he's giving us food. Thanks for looking out, Kunihiko. Hey, I do what I can for friends. I can't wait to try some sushi. We should go check out my Moko Bukia real quick before doing anything else. Actually, hold on a second. I noticed a shrine woman watching this not long ago. What is yes and no? An Ona. Ona. A woman. Funny story. So, this reminds me of Uma that we were talking about really heavily yesterday, which is horse in Japanese. And I had made a bunch of comments that, you know, you guys know Uma because of the really popular game right now. It's hot with all the weeb kids and stuff, with the horse girls. So, let me look up the spelling on this again, because I just want to make sure I'm not just totally looking like a fool. It's not anything I watch. Okay, so the name of that is Uma Musume. Uma Musume. And it's the anime about the girls who are horses that are all based off like real life racing horses, and they race, I guess. That's the whole thing. Like I said, I don't really partake in it. I don't have anything against it, but I just don't partake in it. And anyway, so Uma, it's just funny because I called it the horse girl anime. Uma means horse, and Musume is girls, like little girl or young girl, I think. Let me look up the actual specific of it. Musume, M-U-S-U-M. Google's trying to like auto do stuff. I just want to be more accurate here. Daughter or girl? It's like daughter or girl, according to AI. So I probably shouldn't listen to that. But so anyway, it basically young girl, so young unmarried woman. So it basically is literally horse girl. Like that's the name of it, is horse girl. Horse girl. Actually, hold on a second. I noticed a shrine woman watching this not too long ago. Yes? I don't know what I'm saying yes or no to, but sure. Oh wait, want to hear a fun fact? Miko is written using the kanji character Ona. While the role isn't technically gender specific, it is usually filled by women. I wonder if she knows something. Maybe we should go talk to her. All right, that Omikuji woman appeared recently. Her stall has been the new popular place to visit these days, a real hotspot. Apparently, a bunch of people are hoping for some good luck in dealing with personal things. You seem to know a bit about it yourself, Daisuke. Interesting. Something like that will surely come in handy. Let's head over to the Omikuji and introduce ourselves. Just don't try to rely on luck for everything, okay? It's important to train hard as well, big bro. Okay, buy meals. Outside of general healing foods like sushi, Kunihiko can also cook up quick, simple meals. Meals can be purchased at the Kurozushi and accessed in the party menu's item menu. Meals offer benefits and sometimes drawbacks that can help make it easier to adventure through a labyrinth. Meals can only be eaten when in a town. Oh. The effect of the meals are displayed when buying the meal and when checking it in the item menu. Effects last from when the meal is first eaten to when the heroes return from a single excursion. Oh, no. I like that mechanic. It's cool. When eating a meal, lots of Japanese words that are related to the meal, such as ingredients, techniques, and more, displayed in blue text. Learn a thing or two about the meals that will help make your life easier with the blue text system. Active meals effects can be seen at all times in the party menu. Huh. Okay. Finding all those different ways to incorporate learning into things. I can get down with that. Alright, hello. It seems there are some new faces in Genya Kaiku. Well, word is that your face is fairly new to town as well. Indeed, but the people here have been quite friendly. It's sometimes easy to forget how recently I arrived. The shrine maiden gazes off towards the citizens passing her stall, a gentle smile on her face. Eat some more fish. My throat is having paralysis. Alright, so they did all their introductions with the Shrine Maiden. I don't mind Momo, she's harmless. Harmless to everyone except you two. Momoko stares seriously at Shu and Daisuke before the three siblings start laughing. Well, it's nice to meet all you. The people of this nation call me Kyoko, and this is my Omikuji stall. What a nice name. Kyoko, huh? What's the kanji for your name? Why do you ask? I never heard of a name like that before. It's pretty unique. The kanji for my name is... I don't know any kanji. Oh, that's a onyomi reading, right? Kyoko glances away from Shiroto, then clears her throat before addressing Shu. Didn't you say you wanted to find out what purpose Omikuji serves? You could try out your luck if you'd like to. We can really change our luck here? Certainly. For a small donation, you can alter your luck for the day. Chisai. Or small. Oh, chisai, yeah. Chisai. I knew that sounded familiar. It's used to describe things with little mass, or that take up insignificant amounts of space. Mice are small, children are small, and grains of rice are small. Of course, people with rigid or narrow points of view can be referred to small-minded as well. They can be referred to as chisai-minded. Riley, you're chisai. You're chisai. No, actually not at all. That's untrue. Riley said you too, but she's totally wrong. I guess unless she's referring to me being small-minded. I don't think that's true, but does anybody think that of themselves? Small-minded people never think they're small-minded. No, stick numbers, not marbles. If it's good or bad, we gotta suck it up for the day. Whoa, but what if it's really bad? I believe that resting at the Ryokan for the night should help. Whoa, it's a racket. There's a secular circle of economy here. Wait, what? Oh, we can't do it? We can't get our luck? I thought we were gonna luck right away. I don't know why my phone is just like nuking out on me on the side. It was literally nothing. It was just a bunch of nothing. My phone's just trying to get me to pay attention to it. My phone is like, notice me, senpai! Mokobukiya. There we go. Well, whoa, this place is like an exact copy of the Mokobukiya in Himamura. Wow, you're right. Daisuke, how'd you pull that off? This place is awesome. Well, having dedicated my life to blacksmithing, I've learned a lot about business, too. Customers like consistency and coherence. I try to keep things the same in any storefront. He's Walmart. I forget what they call that. There's a business term for that where you... like a franchise. He's franchising. Alright, this is going to be really gross, but I'm going to eat this giant piece of salmon skin. Big meal. Alright. Plus, since I travel a lot, it's great to have some sort of station in a couple different towns. So you can keep working no matter where you are? Yep, dead on, Shiro. I hired a few folks to keep things running when I'm away, too. They do a great job. Oh, shoot, there's something I've been meaning to remind you about. What is it? You guys have collected some pretty cool materials from the enemies you've defeated. Have you been able to utilize some of my more specialized weapons and armor through my forge? Sort of. Yeah, a little bit. I'm really happy to hear that. I'd love to see what you come up with for some of these things. You know, I'll keep it interesting. Anyway, it's starting to get late. We should meet up at the Ryokan and get ready to see Matsuri. All day, all night. Shujinkou has a night and day cycle. Different things will happen in the labyrinths as the time of day changes. Certain enemies appear during specific times of day, and certain resources can only be harvested during certain times of day or certain days of the week. Walk around the labyrinth enough and the time of day will change. Yeah, I've seen that, yeah. Find it all. The time of day does not change when moving around in town. However, there may be certain interactions in the story that change the time of day while in town. Different treasure chests, items, denizens, and other events take place throughout the day and night. Take your time and try to discover everything. A new Yoku, I could really use some soybeans from Kunihiko, has appeared. Sign up for it at the Genya Kaiku. We're not gonna read all. Cake delivery. You guys been up to anything fun this week or this weekend? Did you guys have good weekends? It's Monday today. It's not too exciting. Did you know that soybeans can be used to make great sushi wrapping? It's too bad that I'm about to run out. Accept this request and get started. Let's get it started. Ha! Let's get rid of it. Don't do that. Right here. I baked some super yummy cakes for a few friends, but I'm not in the position to deliver them. Can you do it for me? Accept. Wait, I don't think I accepted that. There we go. I talked to Hina, and the other one is head over to Kurozushi and okay. Hina and walk the off little thing. We might not have to man, where's the other bridge? Alright, hi, what are you guys doing? Right now, looking for you. We're here to fulfill requests you pull up. Oh, you mean my cake delivery request. That'd be the one. Yay, thanks so much for this. Okay, so as you know, I've got some cakes that need to be delivered. I don't know why, but lately I've been in the mood to practice my baking skills. That's why I've been making so many. See, and how many would you like us to deliver for you? Well, right now I've only got one ready for delivery. The others are still baking. I can't leave while they're still in the oven, but I don't want one that's done to get cold. You think you can take the first one to Sunako for me? Sure thing. That's what we're here for, after all. Great, then I hope Sunachan likes it. Here you go. Hands over the cake. One of the other cakes is just about done. It should be ready soon. Please come back and see me after you've made Sunako's delivery. I don't remember who Sunako is, so we're just going to be a weirdo and read the text at the bottom. I have the memory of a fish of gold. Or a pile of dung. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Ah. I should know who she is. I always compliment her for her character. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What are you guys doing walking up to me with a whole cake? Where's the party? Better question, why aren't I there? Sorry, there's no party going on right now, Sunako. Well, there might be, but you wouldn't know if there was, right? What's a special occasion? Wait, that cake wouldn't happen to be for me, would it? As a matter of fact, it is. Hina asked us to deliver it. Seriously, Hina made this? Well, hot damn, special occasion or not. If free cake is where it's at, then I'm all over that. What are you waiting for? Hand it all over already. Right away. Damn, would you look at the presentation on this thing? She really went all out. Nako stares at the cake and all. Yeah, it does look really good. I'm kind of jealous. Ah, that smell. That's it. I gotta know what it tastes like. Nako plucks a piece off with her hands and plops it into her mouth. Oh my. Oh god, it's like a sugary explosion of goodness in my mouth. Stuff's freaking fantastic. Nako begins devouring the rest of the cake in earnest. Oh, look at her go. I know, she's really tearing into it. Must be some cake. Now I am really jealous. Wait, no, I read that wrong. Now I really am jealous. And hey, you really just gonna finish it all off at once like that? You're not worried about getting fat? Toshi, why would you say that? Well, I've heard girls worry about their weight, so it doesn't matter. You can't just say things like that. Seriously, Toshi. That's a surefire way to trigger a woman's wrath. That's true. Oh man, so good. It's fine, it looks like she didn't hear it, so she's still too busy chowing down. Lucky you. Oh, I heard you, but I don't care how much weight I gain. This stuff is dope! That's a real woman right there. Sunako suddenly stops eating. Yeah, what am I doing? I can't eat like this. A cake this good deserves a good drink to go with it. How about a nice cold beer? I haven't had a beer in so long. I haven't had alcohol in a long time, actually. It's been a while. Hell yeah, good thinking, my cute little samurai. See you guys around. It's time for me to get lit. Have fun with that. Ooh, head back to Ina for now. You do that. Be sure to thank her for me. We need to cross the other bridge. The Matthews Bridge. You're back. I assume you delivered the cake to Sanako. Yeah, we did. Great. So tell me, how'd she like it? Well, based on the way she nearly inhaled the whole thing right in front of us, I'd say she liked it. A lot. No way, did she really? The only thing that made her stop was her desire for a drink. Sounds like typical Suna-chan. How funny. Thanks for telling me about it. And you guys have great timing. I've got the next cake all ready to go. This one's going to Kunihiko. Please deliver it to him as soon as possible. Got it. I want to hear about this reaction too, so please come back and give me the details. Meanwhile, Hina will be finishing up this last cake. That is, if I can figure out where my little measuring spoon went off to. How did it go? Or where on earth did it go? I don't know, bro. Toshiro sure did get excited all of a sudden. His eyes light up every time we pass by here. Seems like the Ryokan lady might really have him smitten. Oh god! The group approaches the Ryokan, taking in the festival's buoyant atmosphere. Damn, I did not mean to do that. No, I was trying to get the cakes! I just wanted the cakes! I'm gonna be super real with you guys. This might not be a very long stream tonight. I slept so hard last night that when I woke up today, I couldn't fathom leaving the bed. And I had to leave bed and go to work. So I went to work, and I've been tired all day, and I've just been dreaming of sleep. The group approaches the Ryokan, taking in the festival's buoyant atmosphere. There's an ambience of pleasant chatter with peaks of laughter and exciting shouts. That's good. Yeah, I mean, getting the sleep is good, but being, like, I don't know how to put it. It's, like, crazy tired. Oh, you guys want to hear something really cool? Hold on, I gotta let you guys, I'm gonna show this off real quick. I was just super reminded here. Okay. So you guys should only be able to hear my voice now. Is that correct? So I am just infatuated with one of my new little toys. I didn't show it off. I was going to make a short on it, and then I didn't. So I think it's just kind of not going to happen. But I got a music box, and it sounds so stupid. But this music box is so freaking awesome. So this is for the Final Fantasy IX 25th anniversary. And I've never really cared too much for music boxes before, but I thought, well, you know, Square makes a lot of these music boxes for games. It'd be kind of cute to check out one time. So I'm going to twist this here for a second. Try not to spoil it. And then I'm going to have the microphone face down at it so you guys can hear it, maybe. Okay. That's not going to happen, so I'm just going to play it here. Can you hear it? I just think it sounds so good. It's like if you're familiar with that song, I think it sounds really super good. And I'm just enthused with it. It just hits me right in the nostalgias. right in the nostalgias. There's something about time. If you guys like Final Fantasy games, if you go to the Square store, there's actually a really big amount of, well, I don't know how many they have at any given time, but they do sell those music boxes. And like I said, I never really thought too much of them until I got this one. And like right when I turned it on, I was like, oh, like it just struck me right in my heart with the nostalgia for it. I'm just like, okay, yeah, this thing's amazing. There's something about times like these that just feed you joy, you know? Yeah, that's what I was just talking about. Daisuke knows what's up. People having a great time, the energy in the air, the kids with those starry looks on their faces. The sake. The delicious sake. Yeah, Toshiro is definitely... he's my man. I should totally cosplay as him when I get more fit. Not that I have the hair for it, but I could get a wig. Leave it to you to spoil the moment, Toshiro. Hey, maybe my moment is different than your moment. Ever think of that? Absolutely. That's absolutely a fair point. It's nice to see everyone having their own fun and with such a sense of community. Really is, Suji. Any boy runs past and nearly, a young boy runs past and nearly trips Shu. He looks back at the samurai and keeps running. Says, sorry, mister. It's all right. Rare to see crowds like this in Himamura. The old men have a heated discussion. A chattering group of girls walks by, laughing loudly. Two children giggle excitedly and trade candy with each other. The festival is in full swing. This is so cool. When does the show start? Probably pretty soon. Let's get a better spot by the stage. They all make their way to the Matsuri stage through the crowd of animated onlookers. Suddenly a hush falls over the people as the costume Blue Tengu walks up to the platform. Does it show? Yeah, Tengu. The Tengu truck rally on Sunday. It's starting. Sorry, I just have to laugh at that. The Blue Tengu gets into position on stage and begins posturing, riling up the crowd. A large red Oni clambers into the platform too. Start fighting already. Yeah, get him. Ah! Whoa, the costumes are really something else this year. Is that a costume? I don't know how I think about that. I don't know if I believe that fully. Aha, definitely a big step up. Cheers, brother. I'll drink to that. The Akaoni lurches towards the Tengu with fearsome, unnerving steps. Man, that's a convincing performance. These actors aren't messing around. Very convincing. The Blue Tengu strikes a valiant pose against the red Oni, who drags himself towards his opponent. As the Oni and Tengu get closer, the crowd becomes increasingly enthusiastic. Woohoo! You're gonna get it, Akaoni! The actors launch into battle. Their flashy moves of the Tengu contrast with his opponent's uncoordinated lunges. The Blue Tengu deftly blocks the Oni's clumsy attacks. The red Oni reels back and grunts. Tengu always wins, right? Right. Something about this Aka Oni seems a little... The red Oni begins attacking the Tengu with vicious strikes. Its movements grow more aggressive. The Blue Tengu continues to dodge and parry, but the Oni's erratic lunges get closer to the stage's edge. The red beast staggers and nearly falls onto the onlookers in the stage below. Crowd below. The crowd gasps. Hey, keep it on the stage, buddy! Momo, move back a bit. Stand behind Daisuke. But then I can't see. Then, the Blue Tengu pulls out an enormous barbed sword. He swings it unflinchingly at the red Oni. A surge of red water streams from the sword, slicing the Oni almost cleanly in half. It falls with a thud. The crowd erupts into cheering and applause. Now that's a finale! Special effects are getting so realistic. Dang! That didn't look like an effect. Before the applause has a chance to die down, candy starts falling from nearby roofs. Hey Mo, look at that! Yes, let's go get some. Is that okay with you, Daisuke? Shu? Yeah, sure. I'll come along too. Gotta stay where the action is, right? Right, come on, Mo. Daisuke and Sugi start walking down the street, while Momoko runs eagerly ahead of them. Hey, you okay, Shu? You look like you just saw a ghost. I'm fine. Come on, grab a drink with me and Shiro. Shu doesn't take his eyes off the stage. It's fine, you go ahead. Hurt yourself. Later, Shu. Shirto and Toshiro leave with the rest of the disappearing audience. Wait, the dispersing audience in search of cake? Oh no, I'm all by myself. Unable to tear away his gaze, Shu walks up to the stage and confronts the blue Tengu. So you kill another human being just for the sake of performance. What gives you the right? As if you're the mortal arbiter. The Tengu stops and takes a deep breath. Why don't you just go and drink sake or stuff your face like the rest of these idiots? Who do you think you are? This person is either seriously injured or dead. Shu steps quickly over to the costume Akaoni and pulls off the actor's mask. Beneath the mask, however, is the face of a true Oni. I'm not gonna lie, I was actually expecting it, I mean, technically I was correct, but I was expecting it itself to be an Oni, not an Oni in a costume. The creature's bloodied form lies on the stage, its mouth agape. Shu backs away in disgust. Looking at the still body, he stands in shock with the mask in his hands. Before he has time to catch his breath, the blue Tengu speaks again. Oh, Shu. The actor shrugs, his voice dropping its pretense and assuming a dry, husky tone. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Tell your cat I said pss, pss, pss. You just had to go and see something you weren't supposed to. The Tengu pulls off his mask. That curiosity of yours will destroy you someday. Fuku, how'd you bring an Akuma here? Heh, as if that's any business of yours. Besides, it's not too bad playing the hero for an adoring audience. It's unforgivable dressing up that monster and parading it in front of a peaceful crowd. You got lucky. People could have gotten hurt easily. If that happened, I would have easily disposed of the thing before it got too out of hand. Too out of hand? One life lost would have been too much, especially when it's on account of your petty ego. Oh, please, would be. You always talk in hypotheticals, Shu. Maybe that's hypothetically why you had to retire, huh? Couldn't handle being commander and dealing with real situations. Shu begins walking towards Fuku on stage, slowly shaking his head. You have no idea what you're talking about. Fuku pulls out his sword again and faces Shu. Fine then, since you got such a knack for prying into matters that aren't your own, I'll just finish you off here and now. I could say it was an accident, or self-defense, something, eh? Demi! Demi Lovato's in here, everyone. Give a round of applause for Demi Lovato. I could say, or wait. I see your dishonesty is still alive and well. You always had trouble living honorably, didn't you? Oh, please. You take all the fun out of it. Low-key, I wish. Maybe your little fantasy world. You get to be honorable, but out here in real life, whatever. I'm not as simple as all that, you idiot. Whoever said it was simple? If you had that money, right? Wouldn't that be cool? If I was a rich girl, la da 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 da. I don't know. I don't know much about her. Like anything at all. I don't even know who she is really. I just know the name. The two men shouting on the platform have started drawing a crowd back to the stage area. Oh, another performance! They're really pulling out all the stops this year. Daisuke and Momoko came back to the stage as well, followed by Suki. Her net worth is 40 mil. That'd be wild. I'd take like a 40th of that. I am Demi Lovato. Shu? Did Daisuke? What's going on? Who is that? Stay here with me, Momoko. Damn it, Shu. Ooh, this is a good one. I like you. Excited audience member. Hey, come over here. They're doing part 2. The crowd fills in even more, looking forward to another display of prowess. You can still put down your sword and talk calmly, Fuku. Fuku regrips his hilt of his sword and levels a bitter glare at Shu. That's badass. Actually, this is a really cool picture. All right, let's go, blue-haired dude. People start cheering on their fighter of choice, chattering and jeering. You can sense his bloodlust from here. And through talking, let's get this over with. And it was that moment that Shu murdered someone in front of all the people. Surrounded by spectators in the glow of floating. Surrounded by spectators in the glow of floating lanterns, Fuku and Shu brandish their weapons. Fuku. I knew this day would come. Couldn't get enough of me, eh, Shu? Well, this time, I'll make sure I won't have to deal with you again, pest. The crowd cheers. Fuku! I don't think I have a... Oh, I have a... That's like all I can hit him with. I don't think I have... Oh, 8 damage? Oh, no! I don't want to do that. Nobody said that. Oh, I hit the wrong button at the wrong time. Yeah! 87 that time. Even more. It's not too late to make things right. Just tell me where the Akuma are coming from. Come on, Shu. There you go again. All business. Have a little fun and let loose once in a while. Ooh, he looked evil when he made that attack. Watch the stream and play some Fortnite. Negative 20, it'd be 67. You're not as rusty as you look. Good thing I picked up a few new tricks since I saw you last. Yeah? Well... Cool! Fun fact, the hiragana for who, however you want to say it, is really cool looking. It's like a little quarter triangle, a little half triangle with like a bunch of like little singular dakuten around it. It's like super cool. Put down your weapon, Fuku. We can end this here with no more bloodshed. I don't know why I won't ever hear guitar music in an RPG and not feel like SMT. Like every time. It's just like it brings out the SMT in me. One more god rejected! Put down your weapon, Fuku. We can end this here with no more bloodshed. As if you'd only say that because you're clearly losing. You're delusional. Please just surrender. You think I'd give in that easy? We don't all just retire at the drop of a hat. Fuku redoubles his focus. His dodge increases. My defense is lowered. Oh no! Ah! Wait, I can just do this. Miss. Oh, this body wash does smell. So does my new shampoo and conditioner. My new shampoo and conditioner smells like cream cheese cake. You can't keep this up, Fuku. No, don't tell me you're gonna chicken out now. Go right ahead. Continue to underestimate me. You'll be sorry. Fuku puts his hand to his side and draws it back to see a spot of red slowly spreading. Yeah! Cool! 81 cool. The clamoring of the audience grows louder. People cheer for Shu to finish off Fuku. It's over. Put down your sword. Figures it turn out like this again. If I find out you went easy on me, I'll be real mad. Bam! You've leveled up! Twice? Well, damn, son. And I got 7 gold coins from that? There's no way. That must be what I have left. I have 7 coins left. That's what it is. Now tell me about these strange creatures. Where are they from? Why are they appearing? Fuku clutches his side in pain, but avoids Shu's gaze, as if I'd tell you. I'm going to let Shingen know you've left Himamura and are out to cause trouble. I only want to find more information about the Akuma. I want to prevent them from harming any more people. A woman was killed in Himamura. All the way in Himamura? Aren't you the savior of Genya's Shu? Why didn't you help her? What, you... Of course I tried. Huh, but she still died. Imagine that. She must have done something pretty awful in her past life to deserve that fate. Well, it's not like we get to pick our lots in life. Nothing to do about it. Good riddance. Fuku looks hard at Shu for a moment, then bolts off the stage and disappears into the mass of people. This dude's a good bad guy. Or antagonist. Daisuke and Toshiro rush up to the platform. Shu, are you okay? What happened there, man? What did that asshole want? I'm alright. Catching up, Shiroto, Momoko, and Sugi run into the stage. Shu, are you hurt? It looked like you took a couple hits up there. Shu! Momoko barrels towards Shu and tackles him with a hug. Shu's health is fully restored. It's a damn powerful hug. Momo, the guy looked not very nice. He'd better not have hurt you. Well, it seems like we won't have to worry about him for now, at least. There was nothing he did that a hug from Momochan can't fix. Are you sure you're okay? I really am, promise. Shu peels Momoko off him and tells everyone about the actors behind the Matsuri masks. A real Oni? Oh, man. I'm sorry we weren't here to help. He was the Tengu the whole time? Samurai like Fuku think they can do whatever they want. I can't believe we missed the chance to brawl with that guy. We won't leave you high and dry again. Yeah! Alright, we got our party members back. It's not your fault. I approached the situation without thinking. It was my mistake. The friends continue talking for a few minutes before noticing a quiet snuffling sound. Shu looks up. Wait, what? Quiet what? Snuffling sound. Shu looks over at Sugi. Her shoulder occupied by a dozing Momoko. John, welcome in. Mo, you awake? Maybe it's time to head to the Ryokan and get some rest. I think I might be. Daisuke picks up his sleepy sister, and they all walk towards the Ryokan. Shu, Toshiro, Shiroto, Daisuke, Momo, and Sugi enter the already crowded Ryokan. Festival attendees are busy grabbing about the night and searching their wallets for money long spent. Don't worry, friend, I'll pay for you. Welcome back. It's good to see you all. Have the festivities tuckered you out, Shu? It seems as though you can barely keep your eyes open. I'm happy to provide any extra assistance to you. Thank you, Chio. I admit this evening was more tiring than I expected to be. If you have any tea, it would be a good comfort right now. Momoko, heretofore asleep and nearly drooling in Daisuke's arms, instantly perks up at the word tea. Tea? She yawns and climbs down from Daisuke. Excuse me, Chio, do you have tools for Sado? I do. Chio nods and points at the chadogu in an adjacent tea area. I think that's the... Yep, tea utensils. Momoko wastes no time jumping over and sitting in front of the tools on the tatami mat. Who wants tea? Momoko begins making tea with speed and precision, going through each step of Sado. It doesn't take long for her to prepare the tea for her brothers, Chio, and the rest of the group, as well as some of the other Ryokan guests. Thanks, Momo. You make a mean tea. Hey, this is fantastic. Thanks, little one. Yeah, Mo, this really hits the spot. My pleasure. I wish there was a Smiling Friends game like the South Park RPGs. What's Smiling Friends? I don't know what that is, Demi. Grinning, Chio walks over to Momoko. John says, I've been catching up on anime. Like, may I ask you one final thing? Dub, campfire cooking... Dub, Campfire Cooking in Another World Season 2 dub, Spy Family Season 3 dub, and My Hero Academia. Oh, wow, those are good. No, I don't know Smiling Friends. Oh, wait, no, I think I've seen that on Max. But I've never watched it. I don't think I've seen any... I need to catch up on Spy Family really bad, because I did really like Spy Family Season 1 a lot. My Hero, I kind of fell out of. I might pick it up again some point, but I'm not really actively worried about it too much. It's so good. Why is it so good? It didn't look that good. I need to catch up on anime really bad. Maybe I'll do that Wednesday and Thursday. I need to make another anime review video. That's a wonderful technique, Momoko. Let's give you a hand and we can make tea for everyone. Here, if you hold the pot like this as you pour, it's a bit easier on your wrists. Well, that's much easier, thank you. Chio smiles and nods, clearly impressed by Momoko's skills. Looks like your tea is a big hit, Momo. Hehe, I was hoping it would be. Make sure you give the tea time to come alive before you serve it. Oh, right. Sometimes I get impatient with it. Your tips are really helpful, Chio. Thank you. Greenslade says, hey, John, I like campfire cooking in Another World Season 2. I think I saw any of it. Of course. Chio bows to Momoko. You have an amazing potential and are already quite talented. Don't let it go to her head. Taking time to sip on Chio and Momoko's delicious tea, the group feels less frazzled and worn out. This is great, Momo, but remember to ask before using someone else's tools next time, right? It's important to get permission, even if you have the best of intentions. I like it because it's absurd, but the characters are really likable and weird. Okay, I'll have to give it a shot, I guess. One day I'll give it a shot. Oh, pardon me. It's important to get permission even if you have the best of intentions. Right, that's right. Maybe Chio should get a little apology. Yeah, right, big bros. Sorry, Chio. I'd be sure to ask permission to use your stuff next time. Zenzen Daijobu desu. Desyo? What? Desyo? Desyo? Greenslade. What is this? Zenzen Daijobu desu. Maybe it's not clear enough. Should I make sure? Yes. Oh, here we go. In case you didn't know, Zenzen Daijobu desu means I'm totally fine. It's totally fine. I know like Daijobu desu, but like I've never heard Zenzen Daijobu desu. When the person you are speaking to is worried about something, to ease their worries, tell them it's all right with Daijobu desu. If they still need reassurance, be more insistent with the adverb zenzen, which means totally in this context. But what's yo? Desyo? Why is that so foreign to me? Like I've heard des, but and sta for the ends of things, but like the speaker is providing new or emphasized information to the listener. Like you know or I tell you. Desyo. 11 years ago, somebody on Reddit was asking about it. I know there's des, desne, and deska. I mean, I know deska and I know des. I don't know desne. And I don't know desyo. The yo is basically an added assertion to des. Desyo is simply putting emphasis onto the des. Similar to putting an exclamation point at the similar to putting an exclamation mark at the end of a sentence. Wow, okay, so that's really cool. Hopefully Greenslade heard that too if he didn't already know that. That is very interesting. Very interesting. Very good. Very good. Kishin no Zenzen Daijibo Desyo means basically means it's totally fine or no worries. It can reassure someone if they apologize. I don't think Chio minded it too much, Momoko. Shu and Daisuke are just sticklers. Where is Keen when we need him? I don't think Chio minded too much, Momoko. Shu and Daisuke are just sticklers. Heh, manners are important, Toshiro. Not like you'd know that. Hey, my manners are plenty good. Toshiro gives Daisuke a soft kick in the shin. Don't say that in front of Chio, man. You're not whispering very quietly, Toshiro. You know, I think Keen lurks quite a bit, but I don't like to call him out because I feel like he's got a lot going on and he's just lurking to be a kind gentleman. I don't know that he is now, but I mean, he does often. I know that. It was just a joke. It doesn't take long for the conversation to lose its lively edge and get overtaken by yawns and drooling lids. Drooping lids? Drooping lids. Drooping lids, not drooling lids. Shu and Daisuke urge Momoko to get to sleep, and the others agree it's time to call it a night. They all retire to their rooms. The frantic night of the Matsuri, now a calm orchestra of crickets. Sun is shining in a bustling Genya Kaiko. The city is still vibrating with the energy of the festival. Shu and the others step out of the ryokan feeling refreshed. So what's next, boss? Well, I think we need to go see Shingen. Shingen? Serious, bro? Fuku refused to tell me anything about Akuma or the invasion. He seemed to be deliberately hiding things from me. It might be that he and Shingen are somehow involved in this. Damn, they are. You be careful. I will, Momo. Do you think Shingen is responsible for the Akuma infiltrating Genya? He's only gotten more power hungry since Shu retired. I wouldn't put it past him. How are we supposed to go up against Daimyo? Daimyo. This is a Daimyo. We'll have to find more information before we try to confront him or do anything else against him. And who knows what Fuku will tell him in the meantime. Maybe Sugi and Daisuke should stay here with Momoko, if it's going to be that dangerous. I agree. I don't want to put anyone at risk unnecessarily. Oh. I have plans this evening, Daisuke. Would you care for Mo while I'm out? Of course. Haha, oh man, does Sugi have a date? No. You're not going to go out to a fancy dinner with a handsome man tonight? It's not a date. Get one yourself. Toshiro puts his hands up in surrender. All right, calm down. Please don't tell me to calm down. Not cool, Toshi. Sorry, it won't happen again. We should probably start focusing on the journey you have ahead. I expect that the Akuma you encounter going forward will be stronger than those in Sunrin. You have to tread cautiously. Hopefully we'll be able to learn enough about them to offset that, but I wouldn't count on it. Where are we going next? We'll be passing through Koya, which might be tough. Then we'll get to Moku Moku. Moku Jinja is a shrine. Yeah, the Shinto temple. Shrine. Not the same. Supposed to be quite beautiful. I'm not sure what kind of shape it is in now, though. What makes you say that? Well, it's a pretty isolated temple. The monks there don't really like visitors. People can usually pass through Moku Moku, but the temple isn't as open as it once was. Heard some rumors. Who knows how true they are? But it might be in rough shape. A few people told me some kind of disaster happened there. So be careful when you start getting close to Moku Moku. Right. I doubt the monks would ask for any help if something happened either. Exactly. After we get through Moku Jinja and whatever's going on there, we'll get to Hanamachi. That's close enough to Chokomachi that the people may know a bit of what Shingen is up to. Shingen. Then we can figure out more about the Akuma and try to determine their source, and how Shingen and Fuka are tied to it all. And that's a good plan. We should prepare to head out. Miss you. Come back soon, okay? Of course, Momo. I'll do my best to get back as soon as possible. I love you, big bro. Momoko tackles Shu with another massive hug. She squeezes so hard, Shu wheezes a little. I love you too, Momoko. The two siblings disengage and Shu gives Momoko a comforting pat on the head. Shu, Shiroto, and Toshiro gather their things and say farewell to Daisuke, Sugi, and Momoko. Skulking through the streets in Fuyuken, Fuku mutters and fumes to himself. And now Shu's on my damn tail. The last thing I need. That loser really thinks he can change anything? He couldn't beat me. I didn't lose. It was a tie. Strategic withdrawal. Yeah. Strategic withdrawal so I can supply my daimyo. daimyo with critical information, right? As if I could ever be beaten by in a duel. Let's see what Shingen makes of his favorite little samurai coming to ruin everything. Bonus illustration and 13 new items unlocked. New Yokyu, wrestling some gators, and who took my sushi? All right, well, this is where we're going to leave it off for today. We are just like 9 minutes short. And honestly, I'm not going to lie. We actually had like a half hour of me just yapping at the beginning of the stream. You guys like when I yap? Let me know. I thought that was kind of a fun thing to do, but I know that's maybe not the most popular thing. People just want to see the game. But I like to learn a little bit about things and share a bit about myself along the way. Ready for challenges ahead. Who knows what we'll face? We'll probably cross until we reach Hanamachi, but watch out for Shingen Samurai. I don't know what kind of shape his army is in or what they're up to. And Fuku is the commander now. Right, Fuku is probably on his way to give Shingen a heads up. You're being uncharacteristically quiet. What's going on? It's just... Well, if I keep going, it'll be my furthest from Himamura I've ever been. Really? I guess for me too. Quite an adventure, isn't it? Yeah. It's a dangerous business, but if we keep our wits, I'm sure we'll make it home just fine. You think so? You don't think we'll get swept off to who knows where? The road goes on and on. If we pursue it, we may not know where the path takes us. But we can surely turn to the lighted lanterns of Ryokan and rest our weary feet when needed. And, you know, you guys are right. It really is exciting. I'm just glad to be doing it with you two. Let's go then. Okay. I'm actually going to go back here. And the reason why is because this is where I'm going to save and quit. I think in between now and the next stream, which will be on Friday evening, we'll do our long stream. Before we get there, I'm gonna grind a little bit. I'm gonna go back to the first area and see if I can kick enough butt that we can actually start beating the Yoju out there. At least the first set of Yoju. That'd be kind of fun to whoop up on them if I could get that powerful. We're almost 13 hours into the game. I'm loving it. I'm having absolutely just a huge blast with this. I'm looking really forward to it. I think I'm going to go ahead and pick up the music DLC. I think the soundtrack. I think you can buy the soundtrack. You can also buy the soundtrack on their website. And I'm not going to lie, I really, really wish they had like t-shirts and stuff too. Or... I think that's pushing. I was going to say, I'm almost tempted because if I can get graphics for a t-shirt, I can get my sponsor to make t-shirts. But I think that's too complicated. I don't know that my sponsor is willing to do that because I think there's some contractual stuff that he has to get. Like, he licenses, like, our Shin Megami Tensei stuff we have is technically licensed. He's gotten approval from Atlas to have designs and stuff like that on the site. But anyway, that's a long story. Not telling you anything, but it would be cool if there was some shirts for this. I'd dig merch, or like a hoodie or something, or hat. I love me my hats. I'm just going off on things now. Everybody, you have a wonderful night. We are going to drop the JoJo outro because you all love the JoJo outro, and I'm not going to keep that from you. We'll be back tomorrow with Digimon Survive. Digimon Survive. No, we won't. Digimon Time Stranger that I haven't played in like a month. Just terrible. But we'll get into it, and we'll have some fun. Y'all have a wonderful night. You're amazing. If you haven't already, consider hitting the thumbs up and the thumbs down. And if you're new, subscribe to Yokuso Otaku for more anime news, reviews, and gaming. If you missed the first part of stream, check it out because I talk about a really interesting podcast. Yada, 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 yada. Peace out, y'all. You're amazing. Catch you on the next one.
クイーン第3の爆弾バイツァーダスト